Something happened the other day that sat so not well with me that I had to jump on here and tell you about it. I had dropped my kids off at school and I bumped into a friend. And as parents, we're just chatting and catching up. How's it going? She goes, I'm really just so scrambled because, in 2 weeks' time, I'm donating my kidney. And I was like, what? You're donating your kidney? I had no idea. Like, that's incredible. First of all, and selfless. And oh my God, that's huge. And of course, as a therapist, one of the first things I asked was, okay, so it's happening in less than 2 weeks. You feeling ready for it in terms of your recovery? Like, how much time are you taking off work? She's like, oh, the doctor said I would be fine in 4 to 6 weeks. And I was like, oh, okay, 4 to 6 weeks. Listen, I'm no kidney donation surgery person, and I don't know if you've ever seen those kidney surgeries, but it's like a giant slice around your entire back. And I was like, is that what's happening to you? And your doctor said you'll be fine in 4 to 6 weeks? She's like, no, they cut me open in the front. And it's laparoscopic, it'll be fine. Do you know what laparoscopic means? It means puncturing little holes to put tools into, okay? Like little holes in your body versus like a big open cut. And I was like, again, I ain't no kidney surgeon, but I don't think a kidney fits through a little hole. Is there not like a big hole that they're cutting in you too, in your front of your body? And she goes, oh yeah. There'll be like a 4-inch incision and they're gonna take the kidney out that way. They said the surgery is very similar to a C-section and I'll be better in 4 to 6 weeks. What? So I think she saw my face because the first thing I thought was, no, you're not going to be better in 4 to 6 weeks at all. Like, it's going to take, well, you've gone through it with a baby, a year, right? Now, she's not giving birth to a baby, so she'll probably get to sleep a lot more and therefore rest. So she'll cut that rehab time in half. Still call it 6 months, but add to it a little bit of stress. She's donating her kidney to her father. So, she's not exactly stress-free, and she's got 2 kids at home too, right? Anyway, this didn't sit well with me. And what ended up happening was immediate crying, tears. She was so overwhelmed and so upset and so mad. Tell me that, you probably felt the same reaction too when you finally realized what a C-section entailed and what it really meant to your body. Anyway, long story short, I was able to kind of explain things to her. She was just mad. She wasn't really ready to hear it. Her husband was there. He stayed back and we chatted for a bit. He was not okay. He had no idea. Like, he wanted to support her every way he could. And this was news, like less than 2 weeks before the surgery. He didn't realize he was going to need to really support her to this capacity for at least 6 months. This is not okay. So what's my point here? The first thing I want to say is I acknowledge you if any part of the story was like the experience you had when you had your cesarean. Okay, it's not cool. And if you felt any of these feelings that I described that my friend and her husband did, you're completely valid in being angry and mad and sad and all the things. Completely valid. The next part is, I want you to do something about it. You can be mad. That's totally fine. But please take action. Work through that. Go through that anger and know that there is something you can do about it. If you're just a week or 2 away from your cesarean, you can train your muscles to get stronger, smarter at least, to know exactly what they need to do day 1 after surgery. And this is exactly what I'm telling my friend to do. And she's starting it now. And she's still upset, but she's doing it. She's got a few more weeks to go, a few more days to go before surgery. And then you got to do the work, get informed, read up. There's, short things you can read. I'm actually going to link something down below that you can just grab quickly. Just like read about it. And when you feel like you're in the headspace where you can do something, not be so angry, that is the most empowering thing you could do for yourself.